A question I keep asking myself is when James Cameron will finally miss with the Avatar series. Because with Fire and Ash, he doesn't just hit, he raises the bar. Let me reassure you right away, despite some mixed reactions online, this movie is excellent and absolutely worth watching, especially in theaters. Now that's out of the way, let's break it down to why this one works so well. If I had to describe Fire and Ash in one word, it would be intense. The first Avatar was awesome, an epic journey that introduced Pandora and pushed visual boundaries. The Way of Water was beautiful, immersive, meditative, and focused on expanding culture, environment, and family. But Fire and Ash is the best of the trilogy because of its emotional depth. Looking back, the first film never really aimed for emotional connection. It focused on world building and spectacle, leaning into familiar tropes like a white savior narrative that worked for setting the stage, but it didn't make the characters deeply personal. The Way of Water shifted gears. It centered on family and consequences, showing how choices from first film rippled forward. It pulled away from the Pocahontas-style narrative and began telling a more original story. While it added complexity through new characters, Sully himself still felt emotionally distant. The connection came more from the people around him than from him directly. That's why Fire and Ash feels like a true continuation, almost part two of the Sully family story. Not just another chapter in Pandora, the stakes are no longer just about survival or spectacle, they're personal. The film made me emotionally break down more than once over both loss and growth. For the first time, Sully feels fully realized. His relationship with Neytiri, his bond with his children, and the weight of leadership finally hit with real emotional impact. At this point, I'm no longer just invested in the world of Pandora, I'm invested in the people living in it, and that connection is priceless. The title Fire and Ash is incredibly intentional, reflects not just destruction, but aftermath, the psychological and emotional toll left behind. This film dives beneath the surface, focusing more on internal conflict than external spectacle. One of the most powerful scenes in this movie embodies that theme perfectly. It also answers many lingering questions from The Way of Water, bringing setups full circle in a way that feels earned. Resolution matters, and this movie understands that payoff is more satisfying than endless setups. Interestingly, many critics who don't like this film seem to have missed the point. They wanted more creatures, more spectacle, more blockbuster thrills. But this film chooses emotional depth over novelty, and that choice is exactly why it works. For a technical standpoint, this is near flawless filmmaking. The visuals, VFX, acting, editing, direction are all perfectly aligned. My only minor critique is the soundtrack. It's effective but not iconic and feels similar to the previous two films. Still, this is an almost perfect production. Samurai Reviews rates this film a 9 out of 10. If you want a full breakdown comparing all three Avatar films, drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought, and if you agree, like and share it. Welcome to Samurai Reviews, where we give you honest reviews and cut through the noise of modern cinema.